Okay, quick shout out just now before we get into this. I accidentally booked a morning flight. No, an evening flight when I needed a morning flight. I called WestJet 15 minutes ago and they solved my problem. Answered the phone, solved the problem, fixed it in under 15 minutes.
I think you're in a matrix.
I don't know what's happening.
It's very weird.
15 minutes. Done. No problem. No issue. All good. Cost me a lot more money. I will say it cost me quite a bit more money, but great. And so Pablo, the guy who helped me, if you're hearing this, great job, buddy. You're doing your best. Hello, I'm Dan.
I'm Sarah.
This is this is What the Hell's Your Problem? A podcast, formerly known as the Hate Locker podcast. I almost said it. I almost said this is the Hate Locker. Welcome to the Hate Locker podcast. It's a podcast where we talk about the everyday, regular stuff that we love to hate with a passionate yet fair vigor. We're down a host.
He's coming.
We're down a host. He's dead. Shane died. No, he's coming.
No.
Shane is coming. Shane is coming. So one thing we've been talking about doing on this podcast is having people call in. You know, I've been catching some things online that my friends are posting that they're complaining about and being like on their Instagram stories and being like, "What is this?" And so I've asked one of our friends to call in. He's going to sub-host a little bit, and he's just arriving right now. Please welcome to the show to share his most recent problem with us and maybe just hang out until Shane gets here. Comedian Matt O'Brien. Hello, Matt.
Did I come on too early? Am I not supposed to be here?
You actually flawlessly nailed it. If you have a camera, you can turn it on.
I don't. I'm using a little Mac Mini. I wasn't even thinking of that.
What is a Mac Mini?
It's a little guy, and it doesn't have a thing. It's got no eyes and no mouth and no butt.
So you can't see what I'm wearing.
I can see you. Oh, I can see you.
Like
I
that?
lubricate my AR-15 with liberal cum. I like that. That sounds like a T-shirt I would make.
And I wore this hat because Matt lives in America. Matt lives in Los Angeles. That is a police state. And so I tried to make you feel at home.
That's nice. I feel good. You make me feel good.
Yeah. Dude, Matt. Okay, so thanks for joining us.
Of course.
Hi, Matt.
Thanks for having me. Hello. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm dandy.
Matt and Sarah know each other because Matt came to my family's house for Thanksgiving this year.
It was
Of course
my
I
house.
did.
Where we all realized, I was at Sarah's house, I already knew, but my family confirmed that Matt looks exactly like our dad when he was younger, and it's crazy.
I am your dad. I am literally your dad.
Yeah. Sarah, check this out.
Okay.
So Matt and I just did Just for Laughs Montreal together. No big deal.
Wow.
No big deal.
Wow. No, just sorry if you can step around our huge success that we've had lately. I met a guy. Shut the fuck up. Okay, I met a guy outside of one of the venues at JFL, and he was on mushrooms. And I introduced myself to him, and he goes, "I just met you." He goes, "I just met you upstairs," and I'm like, "No, I for sure just walked up here." And he's like, "There's a guy who looks exactly like you upstairs." He goes, and then he paused for a second. He's like, "But he was taller." He goes, "And he had a mustache." And I was like,
What?
"That doesn't sound like me at all." And then he left with us. Me and former guest of the show, Randy Newmeyer. This man, his name's Jesse. He came with us, and we went and watched some roast battles. And then we came back to the venue, and I feel an arm grabs me on the shoulder, turns me around. It's Jesse, and he goes, "This is the guy. This is your doppelganger. This is the guy who looks like you." I turn around. It's Matt.
I don't think you guys look that much alike.
I don't think so either.
But there's something, and my wife and I have talked about this. There's a Canadian face.
Yeah.
There's a man quality to the face that every Canadian man has. I don't know what it is, but It's Canadian face.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, made
but
soft,
manly.
Gentle, but manly. Yeah, can handle a friggin' pine cone to the forehead.
What? What did you say, Sarah?
I said it's a kind and gentle face.
Yeah, that's nice.
Are you on a different podcast at the same time? Why? What was that? What happened just now?
I don't know.
Sarah, are you on a delay?
No, but it looks like you're on a delay.
Oh no, the internet.
I mean, she's on a delay, is what that means.
Yeah.
That's so funny. We're just in mid-conversation. Yeah, exactly. Matt and I are mid-conversation, and Sarah's suddenly just like... Okay. I saw on Matt's Instagram. Matt, you were at... This is your call-in reason. I saw you were at a bar and they brought you snack mix to the table.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Julie and I were like, let's explore it. Let's go to this patio we've never been to, and it was in our area, which is a very multicultural area of Los Angeles, and we sit down and we get these these giant Asian beers we've never heard of. And they were great. And then they're like nuts, and we're like, okay. And then they pop this bowl of nuts in front of us, but it's peanuts, and then mixed in with the peanuts are tiny fish, tiny salted fish, eyes, head, body, the whole thing.
No,
laced throughout the peanuts.
Yeah,
it was insane.
Yeah. So this is the thing. I think that. It's okay if you order that, but the fact that it was just given to you with no warning, that's just normal and okay, that's where my issue lies, I think.
It did feel like a bit of a prank. We were the only two whites in the establishment, and I could feel some chefs peeking out of a kitchen being like, let's see if they eat it.
And did you eat one?
I didn't, but Julia did. And
she did? I would have thought it'd be the other way around. That's crazy.
No, because I'm already not a fish guy, but don't put your fish in my peanuts, I've always said.
Insane. I remember one time, I was in a restaurant one time, and they gave me water. They're like, water for the table. I'm like, yeah, water, obviously. And then they brought me a glass of water, but it had cucumber. It was cucumber water.
Oh, yeah.
And I wasn't warned, and I took a sip, and I almost spat it out because I was so angry that I was given cucumber water without being warned. And to bring bar nuts with a whole fish in it, what were they? They're like anchovies or something, right?
I think so. I mean, didn't get the full breed, didn't get the sex of them.
Were they dry? So they were crunchy?
Oh, they were dry.
Oh my God, imagine they were wet. That's
flopping around.
Alive.
Were they dry? Is a crazy question.
Bone dry.
I just wanted to make sure everybody had the right picture in their head.
I would have eaten one as well, but the audacity is incredible.
Yeah. It's also, I mean, talk about weird stuff being served to us. We were in cottage country in Ontario, Canada recently, and we got a pound of wings, hot wings, and they came creamy.
What?
Like white and creamy. And we're looking at these things. Is that a thing? I had no idea that was a thing. And we're staring at this. We're like, what the hell's going on? And the server, she's like, yeah, the chef likes to make them creamy.
Okay, wait. Is there a difference between saucy and creamy? Because saucy, yeah.
Saucy is red. It's red and saucy. That's a sauce.
Okay, so they were creamy in a sense where the sauce was white.
I'm talking cream of mushroom soup chicken wings.
Oh. They were sitting in liquid?
Almost. It was almost like a chicken wing stew. Was
okay.
That's insane.
That's fucked up. Were they good?
They were good. I ate them all. See, that's the thing. If it's chicken, sure, I'll eat them. You throw some chicken in front of me, I'll eat it. I don't give a shit's ass what it looks like.
Okay, that's fucked up. I got a hot take as well about, since we're on were doing food. I waited. We were in Montreal together. I was there for a week, and I waited until the last night, until my last taping was done because I didn't want to look big, or puffy.
No.
I ate little bits of poutine here and there because they had them for free at like the after parties and stuff. But I went to La Belle Provence. Is that what it's called? La Belle Provence?
Yes, La Belle Provence.
I went on the last night, dude. I didn't like it.
What?
You're insane. You need help. You should be arrested.
I think I just don't like poutine.
That's fucked.
It's possible.
That's fucked.
Yeah, you're a super healthy marathon bicycle man too, so your body's different than other people's bodies.
But I'm disgusting though. Like the food that I also eat Dairy Queen like 3 times a week.
Unless you had just a bad batch or something. I mean, I've eaten at that place dozens and dozens of times. A handful of times. They fuck it up for sure.
I ate some of someone else's poutine at the pool room later that night.
Yep.
And I did kind of like that one.
Did you have a steamy as well to accompany it?
So gross.
What's
The
the
best.
steamy name is
it's
horrendous.
It's a hot dog.
Steamed hot dog.
Like
Coleslaw all over it, little mustard.
Yeah, I hated it.
Why do they
Did
call
not
it
like it.
steamy?
Because it's steamed.
Steamed. Yeah, don't overthink it.
Okay.
It kind of tastes like a hot dog, a full hot dog if it just came out of a dog's mouth.
Yes.
Like,
And yeah, I love it.
yeah, I
Sounds
loved it so much.
delicious.
I would eat it every day of my life if I wanted to.
Daniel, you can
Dude.
have bad poutine. Like it's a thing.
You can.
I had
That's what I
some
thought.
poutine at a restaurant last week, and it was terrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're saying you can? Yeah. Okay.
Like
So-
you probably had bad poutine. Do you know where it's really good at in Victoria? Fucking New York fries. They make a good.
I agree.
Is that true?
I worked at a mall, and it was the best poutine I've ever had in my entire life. It's like whenever somebody asks me, they're like, "What's the best poutine in Toronto?" I'm like, "New York fries," and they're like, "That none of that makes sense."
My girlfriend
do love-
and she also agrees that the best poutine
Yeah.
outside of Quebec is New York fries.
It's outstanding. Any chip truck too in Ontario. We got Julie and I when we drove back because we had 3 poutines in Montreal, 3 giant poutines, and then we were driving to a cottage after Just for Laughs, and we stopped at a chip truck, like 2 absolute swine, and then shoved our stupid faces with more poutine. Never had so much potato in my life.
Yeah.
There's a chip truck up here that does a good poutine. L'Authentique.
Is there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
L'Authentique.
L'Authentique.
yeah.
Dude. I did eat a steak in Montreal. I had steak frite.
Oh, fancy boy.
Very good. It was very good. But then I went to Brasserie Le Cole when I got home here in Victoria. And nothing's better. It's so good. I'm telling you.
Better
in there.
is it nice Alberta beef? I imagine.
I don't know. Possibly. We're a lot closer, so that could be the case.
The pork near Quebec is, I find, better. I had a maple glazed pork chop in Montreal. Ay caramba. Very nice.
I don't think I can eat pork anymore.
I don't eat pork.
No, I'm trying not to. You're too smart, right?
They're
Like I'm eating a baby.
Yeah, well, if it was
It's exactly like eating a baby.
exactly. That's why they're called baby back ribs.
Yeah.
I think they're too smart. I think we could domesticate pigs the same way that we do dogs if we
I think
put the
people have
thousands of
done that.
years into it. No,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like, can you get them to be house trained?
Yeah.
Pigs.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah. You can try.
Do they sit and stuff? Do they sit and whatnot? Do they do that?
They're not because they're smarter than dogs. Like cats won't sit
yeah.
either because they're like, "Fuck you." Be
Like
like,
they'll do
man.
taxes? Like, what do you mean? Like how smart?
Pigs can open doors. Pigs can, they can decipher small locks.
They can use ChatGPT.
They can
Yeah.
use
You know what else
ChatGPT.
is a
They can play
brilliant animal?
Fortnite.
The octopus. The octopus.
Yeah, people who eat octopus are weird. That's crazy to me. Nash Park eats octopus every time we go out for sushi, and it really bothers me.
Because you're like
Terrible.
eating something that has the same brain as a 3-year-old. Like, it's
Yeah,
just-
I'd rather you killed a 3-year-old than an octopus.
No, I
Also, scientists say that octopuses are not most likely not even from this planet. So you're eating probably an alien.
what?
So you're pissing off the race of octopuses that are going to come fuck us all up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Is that are scientists saying that, or is that a Facebook post you saw?
Couple weirdos are saying it. Couple of scientists, bored scientists.
Really, no scientist is saying that, Daniel. You can't leave it at. They're
Hey, okay. Quick subject change. I am very new to this world, but I just Googled, and by Googled I mean ChatGPT, because I don't use Google anymore because I don't care about the world. I'm watching all of the what do you call it? I'm watching all of the Marvel movies in chronological order.
Oh, hell
Okay,
yeah.
are you watching them in chronological order or release order?
No, chronological order.
Okay, before ChatGPT, I had to do a deep dive and make a list because nobody had like the proper list. Because
Yeah,
there's
I got
TV shows and stuff in there too, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
there's TV. I got to watch whole TV
Oh,
series.
Like
yeah.
WandaVision, which is excellent.
Nice.
And like
Amazing.
I gotta
Loki.
watch whole TV series too. This feels like more than what I thought.
Wait,
Yeah.
chronologically, what's the first one? Eternals?
No, it's Captain America.
Which is incidentally the best
Ah.
Avenger.
Because I guess it started in like the World War
Mhm.
era.
It's a
That's
great
right.
movie.
Okay, so last time I tried to do this, I watched Captain America. I didn't like it, and then gave up immediately. But this time, I skipped Captain America, and now
That's fun.
I saw it already. The first one, is it?
I
I don't
love
know.
Captain America.
I don't know.
When his pecs come out of that air fryer for the first time, when he gets all that juice in him, you're like, holy shit, dude! Look at the
too
size of those things.
It's too much to take.
Yeah.
So now we watched Thor last night. I watched Iron Man 1
Excellent.
and 2, which I've already seen all those. Thor's great.
Thor's great.
I like it when he goes into the pet shop and he's like, I need a horse. I like that part. So the Avengers is next. I've never seen the Avengers.
Oh my god, crazy!
Yeah.
It's just simple. It's dumb, stupid time movies. I love that.
Yeah, me too. I think I tried to like take movies too seriously before.
No,
Weird. That
I
doesn't
go
sound
see
like
them
you.
in theaters. I'll every time I buy a ticket to a Marvel movie, I'm just like, ooh, I'm a boy.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm a little boy.
Yeah, that's great. And then this is how this is like I never thought to watch. I'm always be like, you're so fake. They're so stupid. And then Tara, my girlfriend who loves those movies, was like, why are you watching them like that? Why would you watch it and be serious about it? It's fucking Spider-Man. Why wouldn't you just be like a little kid and be excited that your childhood heroes are coming to the screen? And I'm like, I've literally just never thought of it that way.
Yeah, that's why I'm sympathetic to people watching Fast and the Furious movies, because I'm like,
That's
listen, you need something stupid to stare at. There's your stupid thing.
Sometimes they're
Have you seen the two guys who are making content at car shows, and they'll just go up and stand next to a guy who's like showing off his car, like an old boomer dude, and then one of them will walk up and say a line from Fast and the Furious, and then another guy will come up and be like the other guy from the scene, and then they get into like an argument, like they're literally reading the script from Fast and the Furious.
Oh yeah,
in front of like a boomer guy. Oh man.
Chad and JT. Yeah, they're hilarious.
Oh, you know? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Here
yeah.
I am. I'm explaining. I'm doing verbal memes again.
I've never seen it.
They also
We
do.
did-
They.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I know it's not Marvel, but we just went to see the new Superman movie in the theater.
Oh hell yeah.
And it was,
Too woke. I won't watch it.
it was so
Nah.
fucking good. So good.
I'm not watching that. Not watching that shit. What's next? Vaccines? I don't
Here
think.
we
What?
go.
Superman?
Yeah, here we fucking go.
It was
I
very
never.
good.
I'm not a Superman guy. It's too much.
too
You
young.
can do everything.
It's too much.
It's too much. Yeah, he's got to do everything. Batman's not enough. Superman's too much.
You're too
I like
young
anything
for
in
the
between.
The nostalgia of Christopher Reeves when he.
No, I'm not. How young do you think I am?
don't think you were old enough to like when the first one came out. You were like too little, and it was a big fucking
You mean
deal.
like what was his name? Zorn? Zog?
what? I'm
The bad
Googling.
guy, wasn't his name?
No,
His
Lex
name was
Luthor,
Zog,
you
right?
Dummy.
Yeah. But like, okay, were they from a planet, Matt? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, is it Zane?
No, it's not Zane.
Billy Zane?
It's like, is it the planet they're from? Is it Zorn?
Krypton.
It's
from
not-
Krypton.
No, it's not Zorn because that's Greg Zorn. Scorned.
I think it's Zog.
Zog. I think it is Zog. Yes.
Yeah.
Lex
Sarah, are you
Luthor.
googling it?
I'm googling it right now. It's Lex Luthor.
We have a producer to do that for us.
Well, I'm doing it. The first movie came out in 1978.
Okay, that is literally before I was born.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a
That's
big
before
deal.
you were born too, though.
Wasn't?
When were you born? 65 or something? Where were you when JFK was shot? You old ass hag.
1943. I was born in 77. But Dad.
Were you born in
Oh, wow.
77?
Yeah, but Dad. Would you say? Oh wow.
He did. He did say, "Oh wow." How was your trip to cottage country?
Where did you
Matt?
go? Kenora?
We
Like,
went
what?
to freaking Barry's Bay in Ontario.
Oh, nice.
It was great. Had some butter tarts. Got caught in what we think was a tornado at
That
one
storm
point.
was insane. I saw
It came out of nowhere, and like Julie and I were like in rafts, like drinking beers. Sorry, Dan. And
You knows how much I hate rafts.
yes, and then it started raining a little bit. And we're like, oh, this is nice, a nice little rain. But you forget how Ontario storms can like whip up in a second. And then all of a sudden, it was like the scariest storm we've ever been in our entire lives, and we thought we were going to die.
Wow.
And then it was gone like 10 minutes later. It was great.
Yeah,
Would do again.
the video with the wind looked really crazy. It looked like a nuts time. Okay, well, listen, Matt, do you have any other? Okay, Matt, you're gonna be on a little TV show tomorrow night. This episode comes out tomorrow, so we can plug it. Matt and his wife Julia are gonna be on. Go ahead.
America's Got Talent on NBC.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
So tomorrow night, 8 Pacific. Wait, no, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. NBC, America's Network.
I
You can
love how you two
I'm
got on America's Got Talent and like got televised, and you're Canadian.
Yeah. Well, also, I love that Canada's Got Talent asked me to apply, and I did, and then they turned me down.
No way.
So, yeah. So I literally was like, you know what? I'd rather do Canada because it's my country. And they're like, no thanks. And then America's Got Talent is like, absolutely.
So they
Dude,
approached you, and then they're like,
Yeah.
"Actually,
America-
oh, Shane's here."
America doing what America does best, outsourcing.
Yes, absolutely.
Very good. That's fantastic. So if this is perfect timing because our host has arrived, Shane Priestley, who looks like Matt. Please meet Shane Priestley, our regular host.
Hello.
It's everything that you'd think it is.
Loathing in Las Vegas just joined our podcast.
Yes.
You go with me and Matt.
You do? Do you guys know each other?
Yeah. Well,
Pretty sure.
I don't know if you remember, but we met when you opened for John Doerr, and that guy that I was with was just a massive like cocaine man.
This sounds like every show I've done with John Doerr.
Yeah, where was it?
He gets approached by a massive cocaine man.
It was in Vancouver, and John Doerr didn't come to the hotel party after, but you went, and I was there.
Oh.
Are you talking? Are you thinking of the other Matt, the one that we call Hot Shane?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, different Matt, brother.
Thank God, because
I can't see his face.
Yeah, no, different. That's also Matt, who's been on this podcast many times.
I apologize.
Did the live show with us, and his nickname is Hot Shane. So
But I
Did you hear me?
recognize the name.
Did you hear me politely playing along? That was nice.
it was nice. Oh yeah, I remember you, little buddy. Sure. How are you?
I was just on a hike, so I'm just out of sorts.
What do you mean you were on a hike?
I was on Mount Doug.
I can hardly hear you, Shane.
But okay,
Oh, there.
that's crazy. Okay, well, I don't know, Matt O'Brien
That's me.
is going to see Naked Gun tonight.
That's right. Hot
Oh,
tickets.
fun.
I got to get out of here. I got to get me some Naked Gun.
Yeah, great. Who's playing Leslie
Great
Nielsen's
review.
part?
Liam Neeson,
Liam-
apparently.
What? Incredible.
And
And Pamela Anderson's in it. And apparently they're dating in real life. Cute.
What? No. Are they living on Vancouver Island?
They must be. She's probably in earshot of you right now.
Fuck. She's going to
Maybe
see
they'll
me
come on the
jerking it
pod.
right out of my window.
No.
It's too late.
You're not going to get your security deposit back.
No, I know the landlord. It's okay. He likes it. Matt, just so you know, real quick before you go, looking at houses in Los Angeles the last couple.
Love it. Please move here. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, we're looking at 5 of us sharing a house down there. You're looking at an influx of Canadian talent. You're looking
Holy
at
shit.
Alex Foreman and me and Brittany Lysing and Faris Haitia and Mo Ismail.
I love that. Bring
Sharing
them
the
on.
house in West
Let's
Hollywood.
take it over, man. Let's spread like a virus on this ass cheek.
We're coming for you, baby.
Yes.
Matt O'Brien, thanks for coming in. Hey, listen, everybody out there, watch Matt and his wonderful wife, Julia, former guests of the show, on America's Got Talent tomorrow night. And also, if somebody gives you fish in your goddamn trail mix nuts and didn't tell you about it, let us know. Because that's fucked up, and that can't only be happening there. And if it is, we got to get that place shut down. So
yes, absolutely. Thanks for having me. Good to see everyone. Bye then.
Bye, Matt.
Bye.
Bye.
Shane, we're stuck back with Shane.
I'm so sorry. I know who that was now. I met at the show in Sydney. That was I was thinking the other Matt for some reason.
You probably also met him at Rifflandia.
Yeah. Him and his wife do a double thing, right?
Nope. I think what you're actually thinking about now is Tim Gray and Dana Smith, who are actually divorced now.
They divorced?
Yeah, they found out they did a show with you, and they're like, we can't.
Oh no.
How was
Matt O'Brien is married to a fellow comedian, Julia Hladkowitz.
Okay.
Very funny.
Well, he's been to town though. Around.
Yeah, sure. How was your hike? What happened?
It was actually pretty fun. I went on the flat part, so I mean it wasn't much a hike, but I'm super sweaty because I wore pants.
A walk?
And...
You went for a walk?
Yeah, like a hike walk around Mount Doug with the dog. It's my last day of vacation, so trying to get.
You've been on vacation?
Yeah.
Yeah, we was at the water slides without us. Remember we went to the water slides?
What water slides in Tawasin?
Yeah. So
are they good? I've never been.
It's actually super fun. You get a free shuttle from the ferry to the water slides, and
really,
yeah, and
I could run that in probably about 18 minutes.
Well, I Ubered because I missed the shuttle, but anyway.
Isn't there a minimum ferry pickup of like $40?
No, it was only 14, but yeah, the guy seemed a little upset because it's like 7 minutes away.
Oh yeah, that's really funny. Like he drives all the way up to the airport to get like a $60, $70 fee, and then you're like, yeah, could you take me to the water slides that I could walk to?
Yeah, and then I went shirtless, which was great. And...
Good job, buddy. Did you get one of your shirts? Did your shirt get sucked off by the jet in the hot tub?
I didn't go in the hot tub, but it was really fun. There's a lot of kids there, which is kind of weird. But yeah, and then I went to the Bass Pro Shop and got 3 hats, which apparently I've been told by my girlfriend is not cool anymore.
Yeah, no, not at all. The that place is crazy. That Bass Pro Shop. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Are you smoking a cigar in your house?
No, it's just a vape.
Oh, okay. I'm 8 days off the vape.
Nice, congrats.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We still have to have a compilation of me quitting and starting vaping 100 times over.
I'm also sad. So you're actually considering moving to LA?
Well, it'll be a part-time thing. I won't live there all the time. It'll be like I rent a room in an apartment that I can use when I go there.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you're not fully leaving.
No.
Okay.
And it's going to take a little while for my proper visa to go through. So
That made me a bit sad.
ICE isn't going to. Are you sure? I don't really think if I wear this shirt around every day, ICE is not coming for me. Dude.
Just the regular California residents might come for you.
Not as long as I'm not in the city. I really want to perform in this shirt.
Oh my god!
You do what you need to do.
I would like to do it. What do you? Okay, so is there a grass area at those water slides that you can sort of hang out at?
Yeah. So it was for Paul Opper's. It was his birthday. So...
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay.
But him and his friends, they rented a cabana, so there was like seats and stuff underneath a tent.
Dope. So you're kind of like away from kids and stuff?
Yeah, but it's boiling hot. But there is a restaurant bar in the middle of it, which is cool, and a candy ice cream bar as well.
Dope.
It's really neat. It's just there's a lot of kids that are burning, and I was anxious about them. And
What do you charge? What do they charge to get in there?
I was like $40
Brutal. For the whole day, though?
for the whole day. And usually they have a river rafting ride, but it was closed, so that's kind of made it like kind of shitty.
The river rafting one is the only thing we used to have the water slides here
Yeah,
back in the day, and I only really went on the lazy river. That was the tubes.
Me too.
Because there was the water slides in the middle. The three in the middle were the scary ones.
Yeah.
They were too fast for me. I wouldn't go down them.
yeah, I went pretty fast because the lifeguard told me I had to arch my back.
Yeah.
Ripped down, and I slammed on my shoulder, and then I'm like, oh, I think I'll just not go on anymore.
Did they have? What is that one that I see from the road that looks like a huge tongue?
It's a half pipe, and you go down in twos, and you rip up the half pipe, and then it drops you down. Which I didn't go on that because I saw some bigger fellas go on there, and it looked like they were gonna fly off into the mall. And I didn't. I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing that.
Can you imagine?
That Bass Pro Shop has a fish tank that's like the size of my apartment with salmon in it,
Yeah,
and a lot of taxidermy, a lot, an uncomfortable amount.
yeah, it's so cool. And then the hats are only $10, so I mean, I'm still standing by the hat, but apparently it's just not. It's like what teens are wearing now.
It's not. Yeah, it's not it.
I got sat down to see if I'm having like a midlife crisis. Like
Shane, I would like for you to let me take you shopping.
We've talked. I need you to take me shopping.
Are you down?
I'm 100% down.
You want to go next week?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I'm wearing. This is not a 36-year-old's outfit.
It kind of is though, because
it is.
it's from a time.
Yeah, it's from Winners.
It's from 2016.
Yeah.
And people get stuck. And then you gotta not get stuck. And the gayness in me keeps me into I want to look nice. I'm like just the right amount of I have just the right amount of gay in me to keep me up to date on certain things, and it's quite nice.
Yeah,
it feels good.
I have gay in me, but it's not the fashionable part. It's
just the fucking getting slammed from behind by a fucking man kind.
It's like how I talk. I'm mostly friends with girls.
Shane, you're the straightest man I've ever met in my life.
You think?
Yeah,
No.
I do. You don't think so?
No.
I'm flamboyant.
He's flamboyant.
Okay.
The straightest man would never wear those sunglasses.
Yeah, that's true. I don't like
Eh.
carpentry. I don't like cars, sports. Everything is gay, pretty much.
That's true. Okay. All right. What do you guys want to talk about? Do you guys want to talk about our fucking problems or what?
Well, I actually have an exciting thing.
What is it?
I'm going mystery dining tonight.
Oh, okay. I want to hear about this, but first, one of you guys has a fan or something going.
Not me. Unless it's too high.
Oh, there we go. We're fixed.
Okay, I think my volume was just too high up.
Yeah, it sounded maybe it was your fish tank with your underwater plants.
Don't even wait, no, the fish tank. We don't want to talk.
Oh, we are going to talk about it, but first, let's talk about Sarah. You're going, Sarah. I don't know if you know this, viewers/listeners. Sarah does secret shopping. She goes in to different chain restaurants and eats at them, and then reports. She's a fucking narc. She's an ICE agent for Moxies.
I
and
get to meals and get to judge places. It's a fucking dream, is what it is.
Yeah, actually, honestly, it is. And how do I get on board with that? How do I do
I'm
that?
not telling you because I don't want to steal my jobs. Well, I'll tell you.
But maybe we could go together.
Well, we
Do they
could go
pay
have
for
fun
your
together
meal?
tonight, and it's not a chain tonight. It's a standalone.
What is it?
I'm going to the Cobblestone Pub in Cobble Hill.
Oh no, that's where I work at. Okay.
That's the place that's right next to the rehab center.
No, it's not.
It is. It's right next to Cedars.
No, well, I'm going there
And
for dinner tonight to judge.
There's always a running joke. You what?
I'm going to judge the fuck out of them.
Yeah, there's a running joke at There's a legend, urban legend, that if you give them your 1 month chip, they give you a free beer.
No.
It's a joke, but
Oh.
I remember the first time I ever performed out there at Cedars, my opening joke was, I'm like, yeah, I was just using the washroom. You guys know that there's like a tunnel from the stall that goes into the cobblestone pub, right? They didn't laugh.
Weird.
And I did.
Shows at Cobblestone though. You've done shows at Cobbles? Right?
No, I have not.
I've done it a couple times, and the food was good, so that was.
I'm assuming it's the same pub. There's not more than one pub in Cobble Hill.
Well, there's
don't
Black
think British
Swan.
Columbia.
That's in Mill Bay, though.
Yeah, two different things.
Well, they're pretty close together.
So who hired you to do that?
I work for a company, and they just send you emails every now and then with a job, and if you want it, you take it, and if you don't, you don't.
You're like a secret agent. That's so fucking cool. Your mission, should you choose to accept it,
Yeah,
is to
that's
infiltrate
pretty
the Cobblestone pub.
The best one was when I got to infiltrate the Canadian Brew House, because that place is shite.
That's a 1 out of 5 star place.
Shane wouldn't know he's banned.
I'm not allowed to go.
Are you? So okay, yeah, but who hired the company to do it?
I don't know. That'd be too much information for me to have.
It's not the Cobblestone. Yeah, but so my question, I guess, is in a roundabout way: is the Cobblestone pub aware that you're doing this? Like, is the owners aware?
I'm assuming the owners are. I have to take a
Because
lot
that's
of
kind of
undercover
Because
pictures.
it's kind of like undercover boss, like they know, but the employees don't know.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh man, are you getting people fired and shit though?
No.
Are you okay? So do they give you certain things you have to order?
Nope, I can order anything I want.
What's your budget?
What's that? Sorry.
What's your budget? What's your budget?
$60. $60.
That's it?
That's like an appetizer.
Is that just for you, or do you have to
$60?
pay for two people?
That's
But
expensive. out
that's
there.
how much they'll reimburse you for, so you can pay however much you want.
Yeah, $60 if you don't drink is actually a lot, Shane.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I'm not
Okay.
going to drink.
Oh, really?
What? That's a thing?
That's standard.
He's like, I don't understand the question. What do you mean?
I got 2 beers and some stuffed mushrooms. It was like 70.
Shane, I stayed up until like 5 or 6 in the morning every single night for 5 nights in a row.
Oh my god.
Without
I know.
drugs?
Without drugs or alcohol. Sorry, those are the same thing.
What were you doing?
I was at Montreal's Just for Laughs comedy festival.
Yeah. So you were just hanging out till then?
Yeah, there's just like an after party every night, and then there's often an after party after the after party.
Good lord. That's wild.
It was crazy. It
So
was a crazy, crazy time.
birds? You heard the birds when you were
Yes.
sleeping?
I walked home one night. We left the bar at 5:45 in the morning, and the only people left in the bar were Ivan Decker and me, Jay Jordan, and Hayden Johnson. And Ivan was
Was
on
he
fire. Oh yeah.
Love Ivan.
drinks like those fancy drinks?
He was buying the whole bar rounds, and then he was ranting about Canadian comedy politics to me and 2 Americans, and he would hold up his thing and be like, "To the Junos!" And then I would turn, it became a whole thing. He would yell about a bunch of Canadian stuff, and then I would turn to Jay and Hayden and be like, "The Junos are our Grammys. Ivan won one of them, but then was only a nominee for the second one." And I would like explain the whole. And then he'd be like, "I'm explaining to them." He's like, "Make a heritage moment about it." I'm like, "Heritage moments were a TV thing that they did." Like I was just like interpreting.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we left there, and then we walked home. And I think drunk Ivan Decker is my favorite person on the whole planet.
Yeah. It's kind of a rare occurrence.
It's very rare,
Yeah.
very rare, very rare.
Sorry I was late. I mean, I'm probably throwing things off.
What were we talking about before I said the Montreal thing?
mystery,
My mystery shopping. I have something I hate.
Yeah, your mystery shopping. Yeah.
My
Right.
mystery
What do you hate?
dining. So the other day, there's some weird background noise.
Yeah, I think it's Shane. It's always Shane. Yeah, great. Garrett.
There
Oh,
it's
that's so
gone.
much fun.
Here's something that happened to me the other day that made me irate. I was grocery shopping.
Yeah.
at Walmart, and these two fucking boomers who were like way too well dressed to be shopping at Walmart. Like, fuck, the chick had a bra on and everything. Anyway, they're just like eating the cherries at the store, just like fucking trying them all. I'm like, that's
What?
theft.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was someone stealing food from Walmart?
Yeah,
Did
but
you
they were
see
like-
somebody? Did you see somebody?
You're
Did you-
supposed to be a mystery shopper.
Did you see somebody stealing food from Walmart?
Yeah.
Because no, you fucking didn't.
No, stop. This is what I'm saying. Nobody gave a fuck because they were white boomers. But if that had been like somebody of a different ethnicity, they would have been booted out of there in a fucking heartbeat. Like, they were eating a lot of cherries, just standing there fucking eating cherries, which, because of Walmart, I don't give a fuck, but I give a fuck that if their skin was a different color or they were a different age, they would have been kicked out.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But
Steal from
also,
Walmart all you want. I don't give a fuck if you're stealing.
anybody stealing anything from Walmart is great.
Yeah, that's
Also,
not
I
you're missing
also-
the point.
I know. I get what you're saying.
I don't think black people like cherries, number one. But
What the fuck, Shane?
no, Burke told me that. Never mind. Go on. But yeah, no, I think that's rude. Like, if you picked the package up and you had a couple on the way to the till, I think that's appropriate.
It's also stealing because you haven't paid for them yet, and they're by weight.
But you're going to. Well, okay. What about grapes?
Also theft. Also theft.
What? No, you can eat stuff. Tara ate 2 caramels in the grocery store last night, and we were in Thrifty's.
Ate 2
and
what?
she was like, "Do you want a caramel?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good." But like, where'd you get a caramel from? She's like, "Bulk." I'm like, "You're just eating caramels?" And she's like, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck." And I'm like, "Fuck, I love you." Great.
And good for her.
What are they going to ask
But
you to
again,
leave?
you guys are white. If it had been somebody else, y'all would have been kicked out. Check your privilege, motherfuckers.
Well,
I guess normally I hate boomers, and I do agree with your point. But if I'm in Walmart and I see 2 old white boomers just eating cherries, I'm kind of like, hell yeah. That's like I'm only like, yes, take from Walmart.
That's
It's
the
great.
wrong take.
well, because usually they're scared of breaking the law.
Oh
A
no,
lot
they
of
don't give a fuck.
No, because they don't.
They're above the law.
They're afraid of breaking the law in
Non-entitled ways.
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess my girlfriend just got like, someone ratted her out about her driving from, like, they called the police from their house. They saw her driving on, like, the road in front of them.
How bad was she
And they're like,
driving?
this lady's was driving. Well, just like she was getting to work, so she's just kind of zooming around. But they're like they ratted her out, and they're in their home, which is such a boomer thing to do. Like, they're just sitting in front of the window, just ratting on the drivers driving past, which is just insane to me.
There's certain laws that they're like just above.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to know, Shane, that while we've been doing this, I texted Faris Haitia,
Yeah.
who we need a new episode with. We had an episode with Faris Haitia, but me and him said the R word too many times on the episode, so we need to redo it. Sarah wouldn't let us put it out.
If we had a Patreon, it could be on there.
Faris is
No.
Faris is Sudanese. Shane just said, I don't think black people like cherries. Is this true? He said, I'll ask around. And I said, you want to come on the pod right now and address it? I can send you a link. I was going to blindside you with an actual black.
Oh my god, that would have been brilliant.
Yeah, it would have been crazy. But I want you to know that we wield this power now to just have people call in and suddenly show up on the podcast at any given moment. And
Actually, Shane.
I'm drunk with power.
Well,
He
looks
said
like
he can't. He's got to go out. He said he wants you to know that he can't address it because he doesn't actually know. And then he said he's pretty indifferent to cherries, but he loves cherry flavored candies and yogurt. He also spelled yogurt with an H. Yoghurt. Is that?
Lots of people spell it that way. That's the Middle Eastern way of spelling it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
so. I'm still right up until we find out from our correspondence.
Do you want me to ask Dino Archie?
Daniel's
No.
just naming every black person he knows now.
No, I really want to know if this is a thing.
Oh, I mean, my contact was Daryl Lennox, but there that is. But
Yeah, you can get your Ouija board out.
it just says yes.
Yeah.
Daryl Lennox was a very unbelievably good comedian who was blind, went blind later in life, and he passed away like 2 years ago now.
Yeah, he
Thanks,
choked
so.
on a cherry. I think.
That's not
What's happened.
holy fuck. But one time he was headlining Hecklers, and he would do his show from a stool, and Shane brought him up on stage and then put him down on the stool, but he was facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
He was facing like off to the right, and then Shane just had a moment where he could have done something, but then just kind of panicked and then left the stage. And then Aaron, the owner of Hecklers, I was like, do we fix this? And Aaron's like, no, this is awesome. And then he just did the whole show.
He was extremely mad up until the day of his death about a bunch of things I've done to that man.
Yeah, I love also you would bring him up on stage, and then you would be like, when you're a black man, or sorry, he goes, when you're a blind man, he goes, your other senses are heightened. He's like, your hearing, your smell, you still know everything that's going on. And he's like, oh, and also I just want to thank that Chinese lady for bringing me up here. But it was he opened with that every time. It was the best. Rest in peace, Daryl.
I remember when I first started, he was like gave me advice because I was working at Hecklers, and then he was like, yeah, the best thing you do as a comedian is lie down on stage and try your jokes in front of a crowd.
Yeah, he gave the worst advice.
I'm like, I tried it, and I was like, this feels like shit. It's horrible. But yeah, anyway, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Daryl. So, okay, right into the show. Do black people hate cherries? I want to know.
This is ridiculous.
Let me text Mike. Oh no, my phone's dead. Well, we'll find out, and maybe I'll get canceled. Maybe I won't. Who knows?
I don't think you can get canceled for thinking that black people hate cherries, dude.
It's a bit of a fucking generalization.
Pretty innocuous.
It's I don't know.
Like, if you're gonna pick something to be racist about, that's a pretty funny thing. Like, that's pretty cool.
They don't like the pits. That's what it is. I know it.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, I thought this episode was gonna be kind of boring, and now it's really good. Okay,
Shame
so
will hate.
no.
Sorry,
mine dovetails into yours.
Okay.
So, okay. First of all, I also had to go to Walmart yesterday. It's the worst place.
It's fine.
It fucking sucks. And here's why. Walmart has a huge selection. They have a ton of stuff, but they have not enough of everything. They have like a ton of different things, but they never have enough of each thing. They always have like just a few shitty examples of things. Do you know what I mean?
Like what?
Like Tara needed a light bulb. They didn't have the kind of light bulb she wanted. I needed a certain kind of protein powder. They didn't have it. They know, unless you're buying the most basic thing, they don't have it. Yeah. Walmart has a ton of stuff, but they have not enough of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Staples. Like for things,
I guess,
like flour, ketchup, like that shit. That's where you go to Walmart for. It's hard to do a regular grocery shop there.
Oh, I would never grocery shop at Walmart.
Oh, well, I guess you're Richie Rich then, aren't you?
I mean, I'm doing all right. I don't know.
Well, Save On.
$600.
Save On's better.
Oh, Save On is more expensive.
Not for some things.
I shop at the market on Yates.
Oh, fuck right off.
Or Whole Foods.
I stand in the parking lot and light $20 bills on fire for fun. That's what I like to do.
Actually, I do have a question about Whole Foods for Dan here, if you don't mind.
Please.
Can the other poor person just earmuff themselves with me? At Whole Foods, did you notice when you do the self-checkout, they say regular or organic? And then if you hit regular, they say, oh, actually, we don't have it because it's a trick to see if you're stealing.
I never noticed that.
Because they have organic or regular tomatoes, say. And if you press regular, you get the cheaper price. They're like, actually, we don't carry that.
It's a trap?
It's a trap. I've been trapped a couple
times. That's pretty funny. I actually don't hate that. I think that's really funny. I steal something from Whole Foods every time I go to Whole Foods.
What?
Yeah.
You guys
I
are
steal some.
crazy.
I steal from self checkout every single time because I usually go to the salad bar, and then
You
I
taught me.
don't ring in my drink.
Oh.
I've never rang in a drink. I've stolen a drink 100% of the times that I've been there.
What if you get caught?
I don't care. I think if you got caught, you'd be like, "Oh shit, I forgot to." I think I could convince them that I forgot. I'm confident.
Yeah, I think you were the first person to teach me from the salad bar how to steal the dressing.
One time,
You don't have to pay for it.
oh yeah, you don't have to pay for the dressing. Put it on the side. Put your
Yeah.
dressing on the side. Don't pay for it. Fucking
Yeah.
dude, makes your salad way cheaper. One time, I was on a date.
Oh, I love this
It was like our
story.
third date. Maybe I've said this on the podcast before. I don't know.
Not for a
It was
long time, so go ahead.
Oh yeah, it was our third date. I was with my ex-girlfriend. Has she been on the show?
Who? Most of your
Brianna Chatwin?
Yeah, she's been on the show.
Yeah. Dear friend, Brianna Chatwin. We were on like our third date, and I'd never been to the Whole Food salad bar before, and I just loaded up. I had like ribs on there, all kinds of shit. And then I got up to the till, and it was $40.
Oh my god.
And I was like, fuck, man. And I had to be like, yeah, $40. Buy these all the time. So you can't like, if you're on a date, you can't take stuff out. I probably wouldn't take stuff out even if I was by myself, but you especially can't take stuff out if you're on a date. That's crazy.
Even
I had to
before
just,
you
like-
reach the till, you can't take it out at that point. When are you gonna go back?
Can you? I don't know.
No.
I'm not sure, but I'm certainly not trying to do it on a date. Tell you that much.
Yeah, they
So-
always get me with the heavy items like potatoes and stuff, and I'm like, oh, those look so good, but then
Don't get those.
Yeah.
So okay, I have big brag here. I have a family doctor. Okay, my family doctor retired, and I got a new doctor who I've not met. So I check my privilege. Very understanding that it's not normal in British Columbia to have a doctor, and I'm happy I have one. But I got an email from this doctor being like, good news. I'm moving my office. There's going to be way more parking. It's right across the street. Way bigger space. You're going to love it. This is the new clinic. And I'm like, cool.
oh,
But I'm like, what is across the street other than the mall? And then I looked into it. Homeboy is moving into the clinic in Walmart.
whoa!
I'm like,
oh man.
my dad, same doctor.
Yeah.
I think I was more mad than him. Even he
I-
was actually very surprisingly like, well, what are you gonna do? Just happy to have a
Parking
doctor.
is awful there.
outside
It's
mall?
better
No.
than. It's definitely better than the current clinic.
I heard it
parking
fell
lot.
through.
It did. It fell through, but like the idea of going to see a doctor in a Walmart, you're like, I can't. You're like, my lungs. I haven't been able to breathe for days. He's like, just Mountain Dew, baby, Mountain Dew. Too.
Yeah,
Put
you have
some
to
Mountain Dew.
swipe
Value
your
brand.
medical card at the self checkout to go.
He's like, we've got a code red. Passes you a Mountain Dew. Yeah, you get a points card for every time you go to the fucking doctor. He's trying to sell you a credit card. When you check out, they're like, we have a 12% interest Walmart MD credit card that we'd like to sign you up for, dude. I'm so glad it fell through because I'm like, I don't trust my doctor if I have to see my doctor in Walmart. Even if it would have been my doctor for 20 years and like we'd been through thick and thin together and he moved or she moved to Walmart or I would stop trusting them. I wouldn't trust them.
They're just
Imagine
renting a space.
Walmart doctor? What?
They're just renting a space. It's not like they're
I don't-
doctor great value.
I know, but there's just something about it where I'm like, are you a real doctor? Are you? Did you get stripped of your license? And that's why I don't know. I don't trust. I feel like
It's
my
Daryl,
ADHD. my-
from Save On.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah, like it's not it. I can't. So it fell through, thank God. But like, oh my goodness gracious, I don't want to go to Walmart to go to
Like,
the doctor.
okay, Dan, you have 3 months to live, but have you heard it's dollar days?
Yeah. Hey, the diagnosis is actually better. It's we're rolling back, and we're rolling back on your years to live. Crazy. Anyway, I will say this for next episode now, but like, I really want to talk about AI music.
We'll talk about it.
No, because I gotta have something to talk about next week.
All right, maybe something else.
Well, I do have another issue.
What's your
Next
issue?
week we're talking about AI music. Tune in.
Okay.
I love that. I have an issue with because I had the week off, but Airbnb hosts are becoming problematic for me.
Becoming?
Just
What do you mean becoming?
Well, I've talked about it on the pod before, but I had a negative review, and then I was trying to get an Airbnb for my girlfriend's birthday. I got one, and then the guy was completely insane, and now he loves me so much that he keeps messaging me.
That's not appropriate.
And we stay on Pender Island. It's a castle that
What?
looks kind of like where people book for like orgies, because there's like 16 beds in all the rooms.
That sounds like a vacation spot. Oh wait, each room has multiple beds?
Each room has multiple beds. There's like 12 different rooms. But
I think that's okay, so it's on a Gulf island?
yeah.
Yeah, people go on big vacations to those islands. So that's fine.
But
if it
I
was
need-
in Nanaimo or something.
Yeah. I need advice on how to cut this friendship off now.
Which friendship is this?
The Airbnb
The
guy.
owner.
He's giving. So we get there. It's an amazing place. It's literally a castle. It's 3 levels, all this
Sick.
stuff. And he's giving us a tour, and then I realized he was a little bit like out to lunch when he walked past. There's like a laundry basket, and it's broken. And he's like, "Oh, Shane, I'm gonna be thinking about this all night." And I'm like, "What? We're pretty chill." He's like, "No, this laundry basket. I can't believe it's broken." And like stuff. He's started yelling.
Why is he there?
He
He's
owns
there
it.
to give us the tour of the place, I guess.
Oh, but he's not like there the whole time.
No, he lived down the road in an RV.
He rents out his castle. Also, quickly, I don't like how you're giving me shit about shopping at Whole Foods, but you're sleeping in a castle.
Well, they gave us 50% off
Why?
because they normally book it out for just a week, but we only want it for 3 days.
Oh.
But anyway, so this guy's freaking out about this thing, and then he goes on and on about how he has a plumbers and stuff, and then I find out he's weirdly connected to the Hells Angels, and that concerns me a bit. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I'm on a list somewhere around.
The people who tell you they're part of the Hells Angels actually part of the Hells Angels?
I feel like no.
I don't know. He just said that. Yeah, he said that the Hells Angels boats were messing up the whale pods that you can see, so he had to talk to them. And then yeah, it was sorted out. But I don't know.
He just told you that like without you having to ask.
I didn't ask anything. The people my girlfriend was with wasn't talking, so I had to keep the conversation going. So anyway,
you don't have to keep you don't actually have to. People, you can just stand there and be like, if you're not saying something, you're not saying something.
Well, my anxiety makes it. I have to fill the void.
I'm with Shane.
You know,
what if you practiced not doing that? Because I used to be like that, and I practiced and practiced and practiced, and now I don't feel like that. It's not my responsibility to keep the conversation going, especially when it's with a fucking unhinged person talking about Hell's Angel boats and whale pods.
Well,
you're using a lot of I statements.
Also, a guy who is going off about a broken laundry basket, owns an Airbnb castle, and is telling you about Hell's Angel boats and whale pods is not gonna be quiet. That guy talks nonstop for sure.
But I'm trying to work on not saying sorry every 3 minutes.
Great. Also good. But you can work on both those things.
I've been replacing sorry with oops. And it's not working as well as I hoped. But
okay, I want to hear this. What's going on now? Is he like obsessed with you?
Yeah, so then the other thing that happened was, okay, we did the tour, like, all right, we bought our luggage in there. We're like, let's go to the grocery store, get some food to make dinner, right? So we go to this little town. You go to the town, go in the grocery store, get the groceries. I go use the bathroom. I come out, like she's still shopping around, so I'm like, I'm gonna go explore the local pet shop, because I love those. And I am walking around in there, and then I hear Shane, and I look out, it's the guy, and he has 2 new laundry baskets outside the pet store. I'm like, it's like, yeah, I told my wife about the broken thing, and we both were like, had so much worry about the broken laundry basket. I had to come find you at the thing. And he found me
Oh my
in
god.
this whole shopping center and gave me 2 baskets. And he's like, if you replace these for me, you're going to be on the VIP list for life.
Yeah, piss list.
Yeah. And so I replaced them, and then, yeah. And he kept calling me multiple times during the days, being like, yeah, the stairs are frayed. I gotta go there and fix that. I'm like, we're cool. Everything's fine. We're having a great time.
This this is why I prefer hotels to Airbnb. It's
Yeah.
such a fucking hassle. Airbnb, you have to deal with the person who's always crazy, and
Yeah.
then also you have to clean it after, even though there's a cleaning fee. Kick rocks.
We had to take the garbage and
Yeah.
recycling with us.
That's what they say always. It's
Yeah.
always like it's like, what is the fee for? Why am I cleaning up and there's a fee? Get out! I don't like any of that shit. Strip the beds. Fuck you. I just paid to rent the place. You come in here and strip the goddamn beds. I don't care for that at all. I don't like that. And then you just the hotel, you can fucking fire a gun in there. They don't give a shit. You can eat melted Kit Kat bars in the bed and rub them all over your body and just do barrel rolls in the sheets.
And that's
can do
probably not the worst thing they've seen either.
No, man, you can do anything in there. It doesn't matter. It's not that I even want to do any of those things. It's just I don't want to like. And here's the thing: is in hotels, I always clean up. I always like make sure all the stuff's in the garbage. I don't leave the bathroom a mess because I just
Because you're
care about
normal.
people. But as soon as you tell me I have to do it, kick rocks. Here's another point. This podcast could have been called "And Another Thing," by the way. Dude, the Gulf Islands, for those of you who are not familiar, the Gulf Islands are beautiful little, is it an archipelago?
It's a little archipelago.
Yeah, of islands off in between Vancouver Island and mainland British Columbia. Beautiful. There's Salt Spring Island, Galliano, Denman, Hornby is the best one. Main Island. There's like a
Muskegon,
Texada, Quadra. There's so many. There's even some in the States like Friday Harbor and the San Juan Islands. They're all it's beautiful. Google it. Unbelievable. Everybody thinks that they're just these like hippie little magic places where everyone's cute and nice. Not the case.
No.
Not the case. They're redneck backcountry hillbillies and they're crazy and they're scary. They're locals.
Yeah.
Not people who've moved there. Because there's people, I mean, Zach Galifianakis lives on one of them.
What?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Denman, I think.
Yeah, Denman, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, he lives on one.
Close to Vancouver, I think.
Collins lives on one.
Phil Collins lives on one. Cheech Marin lives on one. Raffi, yeah. Like they're beautiful places. My partner Tara's mom lives on Salt Spring in this little. She rents this little cottage on a lake. It's cute. She owned the bookstore there, but she's not from there, so she's great. And her partner C.C. Humphreys, famous British author, he lives there too, but he's not from there. They're great.
Yeah.
If you meet somebody, like we went camping on Gabriola Island. Gabriola is the worst one. It's basically, like a 10-minute ferry ride from downtown Nanaimo. Nanaimo, think about the smaller town that's outside of your city that all the stand-up comedians make jokes about. That's our place. You know, it's like a gold rush town because everybody's fucking looking for gold. You know what I mean? And then so they got the Fenty Bend going there big time. There's an island, Gabriel Island, that's off the case. It's essentially a suburb of Nanaimo. And like we had a show there and the locals ripped our posters down because they're like, we don't want outsiders coming to the island. It's like, it's crazy. Like, and we camped there one time. We met locals and they're like, they have like, we will murder you, like violent. Like they still are blasting the Marshall Mathers LP. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Sarah's like,
also it's those people and then like rich people too. Like
yeah. But the locals are scary. So the guy who owns the castle for sure unhinged.
Yeah, he was unhinged. I mean, like on the ferry over there, there is a lady that returned toast because it was too like toasty or something.
Toasty?
Too toasty?
And I was like, oh shit, the people that are going there are all richy, like annoying people. And I can't believe someone returned toast, number one.
It's a tourist spot.
Right.
This is Tara was talking about the coffee shop on, I think it's Salt Spring, but they're charging like $10 for like a latte.
Jeez.
And it's because it's now a rich Vancouver tourist spot. Salt Spring is, and so
Yeah.
she was suggesting, and I love this, there should be a locals card. You should have a card.
Yeah.
You can show it's like, hey, give me a break. Don't charge me the $10. And like the ferries should be like that.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff should be like that. There's a coffee shop in Victoria that I have frequented for years and years. And it's like one of my favorite coffee shops. They're charging me $6.50 for a decaf Americano before tip.
That's more than
before
Starbucks.
Tara and I went to Starbucks yesterday. Not something we frequently do. Free Palestine. Fuck Starbucks. But we were in the mall and it needed to happen immediately. And we went. I got an iced decaf Americano with oat milk. And she got like some sort of fancy latte thing. Less than $10 for both of those things.
Not
That's
bad.
how much it should cost.
Yeah.
They're charging me $6.50 for a shot of espresso in water. It's not even hot water. It's $6.50, dude. And any place that charges me $1 for oat milk can burn to the ground. I use this much in it. If you want to charge me 20 cents, 10 cents, something,
Yeah.
to offset, I know it's more expensive than milk, but like $1 for a splash of oat milk, I won't. It's interesting. It's if something is very expensive, like I went out for quite a few like lunches and like salads and stuff when I was in Montreal, and it was too expensive. Often it was like $30.
Everything's
Just
that
for me
much.
to-
Everything's expensive.
Yeah, it's crazy. But like there's little things where I'm like, yeah, I don't know, someone made that in a kitchen, you're paying rent's expensive, I get it. It all levels up. But like
But also for myself, like I'm dating someone that's a vegetarian and also lactose intolerant. So when there's the substitutes, it's like an extra $4 for substituting like the meat or something, or like oat milk, which doesn't make sense to me. You
No, it's
think
not.
that would be cheaper because it's not.
Yeah, it's when it feels like I'm being gouged that I have a problem. Like remember when gas stations started charging you for air?
They still do.
Yeah.
Remember when air became a thing?
Yeah, that's fucked.
I don't want to pay you for air. Do you remember? I'm old enough to remember when bottled water happened. Do you remember how mad everyone was when bottled water happened? People were like, "What do you mean bottled water?"
still
Like,
mad.
and now they got us, man. They got us.
Yeah.
I
They
will
got us
not
good.
drink
We all
bottled
drink
water.
it.
I don't.
I get it.
Won't.
I get it in the airport every time.
It tastes so much better though than tap.
No,
No, it
it
doesn't.
tastes
Not
the
in
fucking
Korea.
same. You're getting
Because
tricked.
the children that are mining out the water, their tears drip in there, and it tastes delicious.
It's delicious.
Whole thing's full of fish cum. All right. Well, that's all the time I got. That's all the time we got. That's good. We all feel good. You guys feel good?
I'm fine.
I feel good. I feel bad about missing Matt O'Brien. He seemed like a fun
We
man.
didn't know who he was.
Well, he
so
replaced
fine.
you, so here's the thing: if you hate something, if you got a problem, you want to talk about it.
Oh my god, I've completely forgot. Someone messaged me. I don't know. It's too late.
No, man, we got to call in. We're doing it. I'll make time. What is
Well,
it?
someone messaged me that they had a complaint, and it actually is pretty shocking. It's against you, Sarah.
Whoa!
Oh, that's
Someone was really up in arms about your trash talking of the 6 Mile Pub.
fuck off. I'll
They
stand by
said
that.
That
Is it
their
the owner
favorite
of the
place.
6 Mile Pub? Because that place is.
No, it's just this guy.
It was Greg Mile.
It was a message request. I had to accept it. He's like, and I'm like, can I talk about this on air? He's like, absolutely.
So what did
Who
he
was
say?
it? Name
I
names.
want to know his
I'm not
name.
naming name. Who knows? He might be a Hell's Angels guy.
Don't care.
But yeah, he's like, I cannot believe about Sarah trashing the 6 Mile Pub
The 4 Mile or the 6
or
Mile?
4 Mile.
Well,
I've always whatever one you were
It was
trashing.
the 4 Mile.
He said the
I
food
stand
is
by
great, the
trashing
service
both
is
of them.
great. He was upset.
I want to know what
Sarah.
his name is.
Welcome to your first bit of hate mail.
I will.
I can't release it.
You
Somebody,
can't call in and then say you can't be released. If you
How
got
does it
shit to
feel?
say,
All in.
how does it feel to have upset
it
somebody?
feels good.
Does it? I got a message. Someone commented on. I had commented on a different video of like my friend's clip, and I commented a joke on it, and then some random guy commented on my thing and was like, "Shut the fuck up! Your whole act is about being sober and nothing else."
Whoa,
Oh my God.
kind.
I was like, "God damn!" I was like, and then I'm at first I was like, "What? That's not true," because it's not at all. I can do like a full hour without even mentioning it easily, and then, but like if you get defensive, then it's lame.
Yeah.
It's whack if you
Yeah.
take it seriously. So instead, I was just like, "Whoa, pal! I also talk about drinking and smoking and how I don't do those things either."
And banging
Can't
boys.
relate. And also, the guy paid me $50 to say 4 Miles, one of the best places I've ever been. The food is delicious.
Did you get paid $50 to shout out the 4 Mile?
He's a dishwasher there, and
That's a month's salary for him.
but
I just
no,
went by it. It
was
was
a lot of
fucking
fun.
terrible. The worst meal I've ever had. Will I go?
No, stop.
Sure.
No, she
You're
can.
gonna kill
No. She doesn't have to stop. I'll back her on this. She doesn't have to. Listen, I haven't been to the 4 Mile in years.
Let's do a live show from the 4 Mile. We can just find out.
Don't order the
If it's
tofu.
actually
It comes
good.
in fucking strings like intestines.
Also, if we did a live show, would you guys come out? Let us know.
Oh yeah. I thought you were asking us. I'm like, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything else. If we did a live show, we want to know if you'd come out. And if you have an issue, if you have a problem, message us. We might even put you right on the show.
Yeah.
We do call-ins
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
Every week. Who knows who might call in? Could be anyone. Could be anyone. It's
Tune in.
You never know. Tune in to find out. Thank you to Ghostbuster for our theme music. Thank you to producer Bo. Show your face. Get in here, you rascal.
Oh, there he is.
Yay.
Bo.
That was a very fun
Oh my
episode.
God.
Hey, Bo.
Yeah,
Did you have round 2 of your comedy contest yet?
I did. Yeah. I did
Win?
not. No.
Did you place?
No.
Who won?
It was D. Fredder, Julia Vandersloot, and then third place was Derog Tar. I forget his name, but he's an Irish gentleman who's very tall and has a mustache.
Dara Turner.
Yes.
Okay. How come? Is this a pro or an amateur contest?
Well, it was the semifinals of like I guess a pro thing.
If Julia Vandersloot doesn't win that contest, it's rigged.
Yeah, she should. Yeah, she did fucking great. I'm surprised.
She's
she
very
took
funny.
the $100 home. Like she should have won. She should have been won.
Was
Well,
it audience vote again, or is it judged?
It was so the first two was audience, and then the judge was the like $100 like you win.
who was the judge?
It was Damon Schroeder and Yumi. I forget their name.
Okay, they got real people. All right.
Those are good
Yeah.
judges.
Yeah, those are real comedians.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fair. I can't believe that. Well, better luck to you next time, pal.
It's okay. I had fun. I met people. It was
You want to guest spot at Hecklers this weekend?
sure. Yeah. Yeah.
It's actually booked. Sorry, dude. I don't have any. Sorry, I don't have
So excited,
All right,
Daniel. You're a
I'll
dick.
ask you next Monday.
one. No, I will get you in, but that was a mean prank I just did. Yeah, that's really funny that I did that. Yeah, that's really good. I actually don't have one for a while either, so that's pretty brutal.
No, dude, it's okay. I'll hit you up. I'll start hitting you up. Like
Yeah,
on
please
Mondays.
do.
Yeah.
Just for the record, I also still do comedy as well. So I guess
Yeah,
I should be.
it's hard to tell because you never asked for spots.
Yeah, it's because my Weight Watchers meetings when Heckler's going on.
Here's the thing: if you're a comic and you're listening to this, especially a Victoria comic, because none of them fucking do it. No new comics ever. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Very few comics, especially new comics, ever come to Hecklers to watch pro comedy, which is
Yeah.
one of the best things you can do if you're new, especially. I was there every goddamn Saturday.
Yeah.
Also, Victoria, British Columbia has a weird thing with comedians where they don't ask for spots. No one asks for spots, and then they get resentful and think the bookers hate them, but they didn't ask for a spot. And in no other city, anywhere, do comedians think that they're just going to get asked for spots? You have to ask for spots. It's a weird Victoria thing. I thought this too. I was like, oh, people, no one asked me shit. I guess I suck. But it's like, that's not how it works. You have to ask for spots. You have to ask. Ask.
Even like pro comics or road comics have to like talk to a new club or something to get in there.
Yeah,
like,
man. I'm booked.
Stuff like that.
I'm booked in Vancouver next week at three different shows. I asked for all those spots. I'm in Grand Prairie on Wednesday next week. This is a good plug as well. And the Laugh Shop in Calgary Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I asked for all of those things. The only gig I have this whole month that I didn't ask for is a corporate I'm doing in Regina. And everything else I had to ask for. And then, that's the way it goes, dude. The whole rest of my year is all stuff that I asked for. People are
take it from me. No one's mad at you. Everyone's doing fine.
No one's mad.
Doing great.
Yeah,
no one's mad.
Nash isn't mad at you, Shane.
Oh, don't even tell me that. Don't even tell me
He's
that.
not mad at you. Neither am I. We all
I
love
was
you.
just talking to Nash. I know he's not mad, but I think he is mad deep inside.
He thinks you suck, but he's not mad.
Yeah, it's different.
Well, I'm in position now, so.
This is getting mean.
Yeah, we're mean. I guess the only thing I got that I didn't ask for was new faces for Just for Laughs. Anyway, that's all the time we have for today.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Oh, by the way, Bo's girlfriend asked me to make a video for him.
It was very funny. Yeah.
And I pretended that I was doing a cameo for a kid who was just starting comedy.
Oh, wait, did you see mine? I asked the cab driver to say happy birthday.
Dude, okay, I'm sorry.
He was like, happy birthday, Bo.
I should have reached out. Yeah, everybody was so funny. Your guys' was incredible. And then I also got an 8-minute video from Doug Stanhope, which was fucking crazy.
Whoa, that's crazy. 8 minutes?
Yeah, my mom reached out to him, and then he just fucking took it and ran with it. And he also asked my mother for Beaver shots. It was a wild video, but
what?
If you ever want to see it, I'll send it to you.
I would love to see
He
that.
roasted the shit out of me. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
I might post everybody's video, but I have to cut out Ephemios's because he does an accent that I don't think I can post.
Oh, great! All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Bo, and thanks Ghostbuster for our theme music. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.